Hey everybody, it's Deanna with Tools of Energy, Protection.com, your energy shift expert, where I teach highly sensitive people and empathic people how to shield their energy and use it for the greatest good of not only themselves, but the greatest good of all. So hi everybody, welcome to Facebook Live. Hi Nicole, hi Ron. And tonight I wanted to express to you that we finally get a break. The universe is now allowing us to have a little bit of a reprieve, and I'm so excited because there are so many things going on in the universe right now that I couldn't take anything else. So I'd like to say good evening to Ed, good evening to Nicole, hi Belen, hi Scarlett, and hi Tracy. So the universe has been taking us through 2012. If you've been spiritually awake or aware, or you're just waking up, sorry, 2012, listen to me, I can't even talk. Woo, time loop. 2018. So beginning of 2018 on, we've been working on ourselves, we've been working on our relationships with others and in between people, and we've been at an apex, and we've been like tennis balls in a dryer, and it has been a huge year of growth and a huge year of reaching and realizing and understanding and being enlightened about where we are in time and space. And it doesn't matter if you're 21 years old or you're 54 years old or 64 or whatever. If you're awake and aware, all this stuff is going on for you right now. And it's in the United States anyway, if you're watching from the US, it's Christmas time. And there's other holidays that are going on as well. But basically, this is where the end of the year, the end of a season is coming to a close, and we're asking to rest and go within ourselves, if you will, kind of in our own cave, a hibernation, if you will. And so I was ready for that earlier this year, and what happened? Did we get that rest? Oh no. 2018 just kept rolling more and more and more surprises. But for those of you who understand astrology and how energy mass moves with the planets and all that, then when you look at astrology, you'll understand that these energy shifts are coming with frequencies of planets and with the stars. So in that, the frequencies are changing for us. And from what I'm understanding, this year has had a lot of things line up that haven't lined up in centuries, and sometimes half a decade, sometimes 7-year cycles. So we have so many things going on. And if you imagine the gear of a watch and how the watch goes tick, 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 and the gears go click, 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 that's what this year's been about. And it's been a bit overwhelming. And I know there's quite a few folks who contacted me about deceased loved ones, people that are transitioning this year. I personally had a friend who transitioned this month, and it's just a huge time. So I've been saying, when are we going to get a break? When are we going to have some time to rest? And here, came the holidays, and here came Christmas and the other holidays, and there's so many people that are out shopping, and did I get enough of this? And did I get this person a gift? And did I get too much or not enough? And I've got to, get things cleaned up in my house, or I got to get ready to travel, and on and on and on it goes. And so we're already busy preparing for the holiday, preparing to open our hearts, in that time to each other, to God's Spirit or Source, wherever your belief system is, that's what we're opening up to. It's a special, magical time. And the reason it's magical is because there's so many beautiful lights that are happening. And that's not the only reason it's magical, but the lights that are happening are within ourselves, and they're sparkly, and they're like, woohoo, even though we're resting and in the resting state, we're sparkling from our soul. And so this is a time you're really going to see who you truly are and how your soul shines, because a lot of us are going to be with family members we haven't seen in a year, months, sometimes several years, maybe people we've been estranged from, people that we normally wouldn't speak to. And this is a time where people will come together, and they'll try to have basically what I call a Hallmark Christmas, where everybody kisses and makes up, and it gets better. The person who had all the issues and caused all the family drama for years and years has come back, or the kids are going to see them. And, things are supposedly getting better. Hi, Jessica. And so these Hallmark, Christmases are beautiful and they're heartwarming and they play with our emotions and they help us to feel good. Hi, Anna. But the truth is that this time of year brings our inner sparkle out. Where have we been for the whole year? How do we feel about ourselves? And how do we feel around being around others? It's an honest question that I would like for you to consider. Where are you right now emotionally? Where are you spiritually? Where are you energetically? Where are you mentally? And are you open to learning? Because this shift, although it's not a red alert like it's been most of the year, this is more, a little bit less than that. But the energies are still intense. But they're just not at high octane. They're a little bit down, and I'm so glad because I don't know about you, but I need the rest. And then, never mind that there's, shopping and packages and people and, reaching out and food to cook and houses to clean, it's a lot. And energy shifts happen. They happen. And there's no controlling the time of when it happens. So you just got to do the best you can. But anyways, I was talking to the boss earlier today, and I said, okay, so now what's going on? And, I was assured we are getting a little bit of rest. It will happen between now and the day before Christmas. So what's happening is that we are moving forward, but we're moving forward in a way that's good for us. And that may sound a little egoish, it might sound a little self-centered, but it really isn't. We're moving forward in a way that's good for us. So, I'd like for you to take a few moments and think about your life and think about what are you working with mentally? What are you working with spiritually? What are you working with energetically? Really, where are you? Because it's like having a closet that is full of stuff. And now you're bringing it out. And what works for you and what doesn't. And the biggest energy that's on well, not on the horizon, it's actually here, that's happening, which I think is kind of comical in a way with the timing of Christmas, is that we are being asked to combine all the different aspects of our life and hold our own. And that's the dynamic of going inside. So if you think of a tree, during this time of year, the leaves all drop off and whatever energy it's stored is now within itself as it moves through the darker seasons, and it won't sprout out again until spring. So it's really holding its own energy. It still drinks water, but it's holding its own. And there's no way for it to get anything out because the leaves are all gone. So you, my dear, are a tree. And you're being asked, what's in here? What can sparkle out? Trees don't sparkle in the wintertime, but we do. But we're being asked to hold our own right now. So what is your own? And I'm going to share with you that if what you're holding on to is too hot, too much, too frustrating, too aggravating, get rid of it. I'm not going to be rude, but I'm going to tell you, cut the crap. Don't like to use that word. It's best for you not to hold on to these energies that are beating you up. So if you got something down in there, out it goes. And if you don't, it's going to be a tough ride for the next 7 days. So, just saying. Love you. What that might look like. Okay, for myself, there's things that I've been striving to do, working. I push myself very hard. I'm an entrepreneur. This is what I do for a living. This is my full-time job. Plus, I have a relationship with God, Spirit, or Source every moment of every day. Plus, I have my human aspect of, eating better, getting enough water, attempting to lose some weight, and also a family dynamic. So all these different areas, in your life as well as mine are here and up close and personal right now. And so choices are being made. And, I lost it yesterday. Let's be real with you. My daughter is challenged by school right at the moment, and I don't know how to help her. I've tried everything I can possibly think of to help her, and it's not working. And so I lost it. And I talked to the boss. I said, what's up with this? How can I help my daughter? You're the creator source of all. You created me. You created my daughter. You put us together. How can I help her? Because I'm struggling with this and I don't like it. And he said 2 words, let go. So, of course, I was like, what does that mean? Let go. And he's like, you have to let go and allow her to be the person she is. And meet her there. Instead of holding her so tightly to try to help her. So there's that image. It's like holding on to the edge of a raging river. And you're holding on to the edge, and as long as you do, your body's going to be beat up against the side of that river. It hurts. But you let go, and you flow down nicely. Now, that's in a perfect world. That's in a Disney world. I'm sure other things would happen in the real world. But I'm asking you to really think about that. Take some me time. Take some time to love yourself. That's another thing I'm doing, is learning to love myself. You think you think you can, and then you realize not so much. So taking time out for you to take a breath from all the busy shopping, the cooking, the family coming, blah, 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 right? It's nice to be busy. It's nice to be loved. It's nice to have a family. It's nice to be surrounded with a family. But there'll be issues. Take some time out. Go and breathe a little bit, if it's not snowing where you live. All right, let's look at the other energies real quickly before we finish the broadcast tonight. So the good news is we're moving forward, period. So the question is, what are you taking with you? What are you tossing out? Because you're going to be like that tree that all of a sudden the roots come up and they look like little legs and they walk along. You're moving forward. Leave behind the crap. You don't need it. The human mind will tell you it has to hold on to it. It really doesn't, but it will take some time to change. Change in increments, change in degrees. Little bit more. Set yourself up a map. I actually wrote out a list the other day of things that I would like to do every night before I go to bed, because you think I could remember and do it, but I don't do it so much. So it's a nice gentle reminder to shift things for myself, to bring my energy down, to clean out my energy field, to have something either cool to drink, or if you like tea, warm to drink. And play the singing bowls to bring that vibration in, and then do a meditation before I go to sleep. If I don't make the list, sometimes you don't do it. All right, and then I'd also like you to know that there are many energies changing and shifting. So the world at large, we're just going to talk about the big world reality out there right now in the world scene all around the country. There's going to be a lot of fluctuation out there too. From right now till about the 10th of January, just so you know, there's a lot of flux going on in the stock market the last few days. There's going to be some between now and January. Don't, freak out, because the world will still turn around. It's like the Y2K. We still here, But there is going to be the end to many cycles that have been going on. Relationships will end. Cycles will end, prolonged events will end, and some economic fluctuation is coming up. And what do I mean by cycles? I've been in a cycle for over 2 years in the way that I've been sustaining and working with my business. And I've gotten to a point where I have to let go and rise to the next level, because that's where God's Spirit or Source is directing me. And if I don't let go of a few things, I'm not going to be able to carry everything with me, and I won't be able to meet the needs of those who are looking for leadership and guidance and help. This is very simple. You've got to rise up to make room for other people or get out of the way, right? So that cycle is ending for me. And so I'm moving on, I'm moving up, I'm moving ahead in what I'm doing, so other people can come along and fill that in. Other cycles that may be ending, well, it's winter's coming on us soon. I can't remember the first official day of winter, but it's coming up soon. And it'll be the end of a cycle. Some of us are letting go of behavioral patterns, end of a cycle. Some of us are letting go of people that didn't honor us in relationships. You know, it could go on and on. But basically, you're going to see an end in many things in your life: cycles, relationships, prolonged events, things that went on too long, economic fluctuation. But universal law regulates that energy is exchanged. So the universal law says if we're going to end things, we've got to begin new things. There's no room for gap. That's just how the universe works, like it or don't. And so we're going to see new cycles begin. So that's the good news. And we're going to see new relationships form, and we're going to see fresh horizons, and some of the economic snafus. There'll be a snafu. I mean, you think about a snafu, you know, is kind of like poink. You know, it's got to go out and come back. You know, it's not just a snaff or a foo. Okay, little comedy in each and every show. All right, time to laugh, people. Anyway, so this requires an exchange of energy, and so you're going to see that. So I know I've been on for a while tonight, longer than I normally am. I wanted to also share with you, a few people have called me, texted me, messaged me, and they said, hey, you know, what's up with the deja vus? I'm having them a lot lately. That combined with number sequences. So pay close attention. I'm going to share a little secret with you that I normally only tell my clients. When deja vus and number sequencing start to come up a lot, that means you're changing a lot and you're hitting marks. So if you have a deja vu, that's a way of telling you you're headed in the right direction. If you don't have deja vus, don't worry about it. Doesn't mean the opposite. But the deja vu will just let you know that you've hit a mark that's getting you in the right direction towards more happiness, towards more joy, towards more peace in your life. That's what the deja vus are about right now. Are they always about that? No, but that's what's going on right now. The number sequences that are huge are numbers that are coming in threes. So if you're seeing numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if you're seeing numbers like that, that tells you that you're headed in the right direction, but you're not quite there yet. When you begin to see numbers like 111, thank you, Anna, 444, 555, 777, whatever the number is, 000, what that's telling you is that you've lined up. It's like the old lockers that we used to have, the old locks where you turn it one way, then turn it around, turn it the other way again. You know, it was a sequence of 3 numbers you had to turn to undo the lock. So once you've hit the target, the numbers will line up. So if you see 3 numbers together, think to yourself, what am I doing right now? Because whatever that is, that's the universe's way of telling you you have just hit it. Whatever you're trying to hit, whatever target you've been working towards, that's a definite hit. And you're on the right trajectory. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can find me at toolsofenergyprotection.com. I have a few appointments left. Tomorrow, if you want to see me this coming up Thursday, call the bookstore, 303-939. Uh-oh, I forgot. Sorry. For heaven's sakes, Books in Denver, look up the number. But I'll be there Thursday. I know it's really getting close to Christmas. I already have a couple people booked who really need some help. They need to take that break. They need to just detox, unplug, cut all the cords off. And so I will be there this coming up Thursday if you would like to connect. If you'd rather have an appointment at my home office in Loveland or over the phone, toolsofenergyprotection.com, click on appointments. You can find the book there online and book right there. Easy. There aren't very many appointments open for this coming up Fridays. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll be opening up a couple spots if you're waiting. And then, of course, you could always, send an email or message and we'll get you in that way. But that's it, folks. It's a lot going on, very simple things, a lot of indicators, a lot of signs, and that's pretty much it. Tuesday, a week from today, I may put up a recording on Tuesday, but I certainly Won't be doing a live because that is a holiday and I'm going to be spending that with my family. So I won't be back here next Tuesday, but I will be Tuesday after that. If you have any questions, as normal, please put them down here in the feed and I will answer them even if it's after the recording or on YouTube. Otherwise, have a great and wonderful night. Thank you so much, everybody, for making it possible, for supporting me by being here, by having a session with me, by taking a class. I appreciate all your support and all your love as we go through these dynamic changes together, raise our awareness, raise the frequency of the planet, and it's another win for the light. Have a great and wonderful night.